Well, I thought I'd give you an update on how I'm getting on with Bella, the CFMOTO 450 MT. I've had the bike for a little while now. I was very lucky, one of the first to get one in the UK. And together we've put on about 650 miles-ish now, which is about 1,000 kilometres. And yeah, thought I'd let you know how she's going. So the type of riding I've been doing with Bella is mainly commuting, motorway use, small country towns, villages, back roads, a little bit of grass, no actual trails yet. I'm not doing that until I've got any crash bars fitted. And so far, how am I finding it? I love it. There is nothing about the bike that I don't like. There is nothing that I would change. There are things that I'm going to add to it, but there is nothing that I've found so far that I've gone, I don't like that. For me, this was still the best value bike for me that met every requirement that I needed. In general terms, how's the CFMOTO been accepted? How's it gone down? Well, from what I can read online, what I've been watching on YouTube, it's been incredibly popular. There are people who have had them in Europe a lot longer than the UK. There's people who've had them in Indonesia and Australia who've certainly had them a lot longer. They've done a lot more miles, and there doesn't seem to be any particular problems yet. They're just waiting for the gremlin and it's not appearing. One thing that has come to light, so CFMOTO identified through feedback from users that there was some water collecting in one of the frames at the front. I'm not quite sure how that's happening. There is a fix for it. So CFMOTO have asked the dealers to contact people who've already got the bikes. And the fix is basically they drill a hole into the bottom of the frame to allow the water to come out, so it doesn't sit there and rust. Now this is a quick fix that people have actually been doing themselves. I will be taking my bike into the dealership next time she's in. There's no great hurry, and they will perform this surgery, drill this little hole, and that's it, she'll be sorted. It's not a recall, it's just something that CFMOTO have obviously identified from feedback and are putting a fix in place. So how's it been for comfort? Well, I have not done a single day of long riding. That's yet to come. Soon I'm going to be heading up to the Scottish borders in about 10 days time. There's going to be a lot of miles done on 1 or 2 days of that. So it'll be interesting to see how I get on with the stock seat, or whether or not I need to add one of the furry seat covers that I used to have on Roger, because that did make a big difference. So far I haven't found the seat a problem. It seems to fit my ample bottom rather nicely. If you've got a slightly bonier bottom with less padding, maybe you might find you need a little bit of extra something underneath. I don't know, couldn't comment. I've noticed a lot of people are changing the front sprocket. So I understand, I think, that this is giving the bike more legs. It's basically making the distance between those initial gear changes further. So obviously it doesn't affect the performance as such, but it's making when you need to change gear initially further apart, which means you kind of get, I don't know, longer legs. It's not something that I've done yet. I have just been riding Bella as stock. It's something that I may well change, but I need to speak to my dealer, because unless they can do it so it doesn't affect the warranty, and then I won't be doing it. Because the 4-year warranty, that's a thing. That will be, I'll be making sure I keep that in place. There was one CFMOTO update so far in the UK, which was an update that you don't need to take it to the dealers for. You basically get the app open on your phone, you go to the bike, you turn it on, you follow the instructions on the app. It takes 15 minutes, downloads, job done. It's not obviously a performance update or electronic update or anything like that. This was an update for the screen, I think. Something to do with oil sensor gauge something. Don't know. Did it. Was really straightforward, really easy. The app itself is great. Tells you if anyone so much as sneezes near your bike, it sends you a vibration alert. You can change the parameters on that, so it's not always going off. Tells you if the bike's moved, tells you where the bike is, so it's tracked. And then when you come back from a ride, it tells you all about your ride. So it tells you where you went, how fast you went, how many times you did rapid acceleration, deceleration, how many times you leaned the bike. So yeah, it's quite an interesting breakdown of your journey. Performance-wise, I would say I'm getting about 62, 63 miles per gallon from Bella. And that's, again, it's a variety of different sorts of roads, motorways, country lanes, that kind of thing. Certainly haven't noticed that I'm constantly topping up with fuel. Obviously, the app will tell me, even when it's parked in the garage, how much fuel is left in the tank and whether or not I need to top up. It will actually send you low fuel reminders as well. So what have I planned, or what have I ordered for Bella? Well, things that I've ordered that haven't arrived yet. I'm hoping they're going to come by the time I do my trip up north. So from Uncle Wang in China, I'll put a link in. Uncle Wang is based in China, and he does all sorts of parts and bits and bobs for a range of bikes. And he was one of the very first, when this bike came out, to start doing spares and bits and bobs aftermarket for the CFMOTO 450 MT. And what I have ordered, that sadly haven't arrived yet, is a set of crash bars for the front, upper and lower. I've ordered a centre stand, and I've ordered the pannier bracket that comes to mount the panniers on, and the 3-box pannier system. So far it's been about 4 and a bit weeks from China, and still no sign. He has been in contact with me to say there was some problems. There was, I don't know, a tornado or something, apparently. There was also problems where stuff is queuing up to be shipped out of China. So hopefully, touch wood, these things will be here before I go. But what have I managed to get so far? Well, my new other best friend, AliExpress. Never heard of AliExpress before. But yeah, I've bought a few things from them, which have actually turned out to be quite good. What have I bought from AliExpress? So, because I have no centre stand at the moment, I do have paddock stands. So I bought some bobbins, so that I can put Bella on the centre stand for chain maintenance, that sort of thing. And they're very good. They were very, very cheap, and they match perfectly the colour of Bella. I also bought a side stand extender because, well, the side stand that wasn't there wasn't great, and I think it just helps with stability when you're getting on and off the bike if you're on squishy surface. What else have I got from AliExpress? Okay, well, in my first week of having Bella, as we know, I put a scratch into the tank from my previous from my previous tank bag, and I wanted something to protect the tank and the sides, and these were from AliExpress. They are dirt cheap. They do various different colour schemes. They're very easy to put on, and they're kind of like rubberized, so that they provide a grip. They come as a set, so you get the middle tank area. You do actually get a bit to go over the fuel cap as well, and then you get 1, 2, 3 panels for each side as well. I think they were 15 quid or something. I think they're absolutely brilliant. And then this, which is this. Now, I have to carry a lot of camera gear and a lot of stuff. I also like to be able to carry it around with me when I get off the bike. So I wanted something that was kind of hard cased-ish, that didn't necessarily have to be lockable because I don't want to leave it on the bike, that I could just bung some of my camera kit in, and then the rest of it's probably going to go in the lockable top box. And I've also got bags that are going to go on the front engine guards. But I wanted a tank bag that didn't scratch my tank, that was easy to take on and off. Now, this tank bag, again, AliExpress, a company called Ugly Bros, I think, and it's quick release mount. So you buy, specifically for the 450 MT, this mounting bracket. Now, the thing is with the 450, the tank itself is very high up. Now, if you were to put a tank bag on there, obviously you're not going to be able to turn your bars. It's going to get in the way. So it has to be seated further down. Now, they did this bracket, so you mount this into 3 points on your fuel filler, and then the mounting bracket for the bag sits down proud so that it's angled like that. Nice little touches. Don't know if you can see, but it's actually got a rubber bung under there so that it sits off the tank and doesn't cause any more scratches and horribleness. And then the tank bag itself has already got the quick release mechanism attached, and it's got a shoulder strap as well, and a foam pouch for your phone. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this one-handed. Well, I don't know, let's see. Can you do it one-handed? Oh, you can. How about that? So it sits on there, just literally locks in. It's not massive. I think it was about 4.5 litres. So it's got a strap, which I've actually kept permanently attached so I can just fling it over my shoulder. It's got what they call a glasses section to put your glasses in, I assume. An area here, and then it's also got a little zip pouch at the front where you can also fit various bits and bobs. It's about 1 inch and a bit deep, I guess. Keep things out of the way, and you put your phone in there as well, so it just velcros in. You slop your phone in, and your phone is actually usable through the whatchamacallit, what's the word, plastic, that's the word. It also comes with a waterproof cover which just fits over the entire thing. So now I'm just waiting for the extra bits that I have ordered from Uncle Wang in China. Very excited for these to turn up. It has taken a while. So here in the UK, I think it's been 4.5, 5 weeks so far since I placed the order. So I'm kind of champing at the bit. Be really nice to get those on the bike and get them installed. Uncle Wang, I have to say, has been very communicative. So if I've reached out and said, how long is this going to be? Where are they now? Where are my bits? I have always heard back that day as to, yep, tracking says they're now here, they're there. So apparently the last time I heard they were in Russia. I really wanted them to be here before my trip up north. I don't think that's going to happen. I have paid for all these things, so you will get a breakdown of how good these things are when they finally arrive. So it was a lot cheaper than buying from CFMOTO direct. Jury's out on whether they're any good because they're still not here. So here in the UK, it is a beautiful time of year. It's autumn. It's my favourite time of year. I love riding when it's like this. It's not too hot. And if you can get a day where it's not raining, then you can have a beautiful ride on a day like today. Where I just headed out onto some country lanes. You do have to watch out. The farmers are doing a lot of harvesting and a lot of muck spreading at the moment. So there's a lot of debris and leaf litter and all sorts of stuff all over the road. But yeah, it's gorgeous riding today. Now, if you're one of the guys or girls who've ordered your 450 MT, you got your deposit down and you're looking at January, February, March maybe before they arrive, hang in there. It will be worth it.